I'm just so excited about spending a Christmassy weekend in London with my family. We're just gonna head down to Borough Market today. Good morning everybody, and I was about to say Merry Christmas. You can tell I'm already getting in the festive spirit because thoughts of Christmas are just playing on my mind. I was so excited I couldn't even sleep last night. Like, it genuinely felt like the night before Christmas. But I'm just so excited about spending a Christmassy weekend in London with my family. I am feeling cozy and wintry and warm in this. I've got like I'll show you in a second. I've got this cream jumper dress on, but I'm also wearing this jacket just to keep warm, and then my big winter coat because I'm not sure if we're going to be coming back after we've been out today. So the plan, I think, is to head to sort of Oxford Street, Regent Street area, see all of the big fancy shops, and then maybe go to Old Spitalfields Market because it's one of my favourite in London, grab a bite to eat. I don't know what we're going to do in that time between then and 7 o'clock when we go to Winter Wonderland, so might just do the classic touristy spots like Big Ben and Buckingham Palace that we've all seen before, but will probably look lovely this time of year. And there'll be a really good buzz around London because it's so Christmassy and touristy at the minute. Everyone's visiting. And then, yes, Winter Wonderland at 7 till 9:30. I picked the nighttime slot because it looks so lovely when it's all lit up. Feels very German Christmas market vibes. And yeah, it's going to be nice and cozy, getting that mulled wine. And I really want to try, last year I had like, you know those skewers with marshmallows and strawberries on, and then they put it under the chocolate fountain, something like that, or maybe donuts. I do love donuts. Just all the food, give me all the good food. Mac and cheese, that's what I've been thinking about. I went to bed dreaming about mac and cheese last night. Can you tell I love Christmas? Can you tell I love food? Yeah, so feeling really excited. I have just put my boots on. I think I'm gonna go head out now, walk to the guest house that my parents are staying in, and yeah, kind of set out our plan for the day. But as I said, we're taking it really chill this weekend. No rushing around anywhere, no trying to hit things on the tick list. It's not like when I moved house and there were things to do. This is a weekend purely about being tourists again and tour guiding my parents around London and just, yes, getting in the Christmas spirit. So I haven't already said that enough. As promised, this is my outfit. It's this jumper dress which you've all seen before, but this time I've sensibly paired it with some fleece lined woolly leggings. Not sure it's the cutest of looks, but I'd rather be warm than cold and enjoy my time outdoors. And as I've said, jacket, my lovely boots that I love so much, and 2 pairs of socks because I know it'll get cold tonight. But yeah, I'm a bit worried about staying warm because my mum's already texted me to say it's cold outside and I should wrap up. So fingers crossed this will be okay once I get my big winter coat on. We are back in briefly after the busiest day in central London. We managed to make it to Fortnum & Mason and we got some of the tastiest snacks, biscuits, chocolates. What else did we get? We got so many things. I'll have to do a little haul of all the things we bought, but lots of basically picky nibbly bits for Christmas, and a little box of chocolates for me as a little gift from my parents. Like, I handpicked all of the different truffles and specialty chocolates that I wanted in there, so big thank you to my parents for that, very sweet. And then we headed to Selfridges, which was just so huge. There are so many floors and it was just a bit overwhelming, to be honest, and I could never afford anything in there, so it was definitely window shopping. And I prefer looking at the food section anyway. Like, I really enjoyed browsing Fortnum & Mason's because I like looking at the teas and the coffees, tasting the tasters. Oh my goodness, we got cheese. We got some really tasty, was it brie or camembert? Brie, I think. Really, really good. Yeah, biscuits, a selection of biscuits. So I'll be looking forward to tucking into those when I get home. Oh, marshmallows as well. They had vegan ones as well, which is really good. So yes, lots of things to try, but Selfridges, we didn't really browse the food hall all that long. We mostly looked at the different floors with clothes on, and then they had like a Christmas shop on the top floor, which was a little bit underwhelming, I must say. It was just baubles and Christmas decorations, but we thought there'd be a bit more. And then headed to Old Spitalfields, and I got my favourite Biang Biang noodles from, I think it's called Fen Noodles, the aubergine ones. Really spicy, really tasty, just what I needed on a chilly winter's day. And now we're back in, grabbing a quick cup of tea. I managed to stop off and get some groceries in as well for the week ahead, so, you know, efficient as ever. And yeah, quick tea, quick nibble, and then headed out to Winter Wonderland because I got the time wrong. It starts at 7, not 7:30, so we're in a bit of a rush now. I need to head there to try and beat the crowds, so I just want to get a quick slurp of tea, refresh, and run straight back out. a time. Winter Wonderland is just so wonderful. We had the best time ever. My parents were just in awe the whole way through because they just didn't realise how big the park itself was going to be, how many stalls there'd be. They didn't realise there'd be rides and Ferris wheels, and just, yeah, I think the whole scale really impressed them. Unfortunately, there was a bit of a mishap when we arrived, so gates open 7 o'clock. We had the 7 to 9:30 slot. We went in, no bother, nice and easy. Went round the back entrance, so we're in quite quickly because we avoided the big queues. And when we arrived and we went to go get some mulled wine, they said the card machines were down. So we went to the next stall and the card machines were down there, and it turns out it wasn't the card machines that were down. The whole place had no Wi-Fi, which meant none of the card machines in the whole place were working. So you could only pay with cash, and we had no cash. So literally everyone in Winter Wonderland was wandering around, because who carries cash these days? Like, in a post-COVID society, people barely carry cash anymore. So you couldn't really pay for anything. It was a bit chaotic. I don't even think they managed to get the systems back up and running. We were really lucky we found an ATM nearby, but it was $2.99 to withdraw money, and it was a bit of a hassle. But we were very lucky. At least we did manage to draw some money out, but it did mean I think it was about an hour and a half in that we like only after an hour and a half of being there could we actually start buying things. So it was fun to walk around, but we wanted to get pasta and food and chips or crepes, literally like mulled wine, everything, and we just couldn't buy it. So then by the time everything did get up and running and people did manage to draw cash out, the queues everywhere were just huge because no one had bought anything yet. So then it was very, very rushed trying to like make our way around the whole place so I could show them absolutely everything. But luckily everything did work out all right. We did get money out, we did get mulled wine, I did get the mac and cheese that I dragged my whole parents around Winter Wonderland looking for, because I love mac and cheese and I had it last year and it was so good. And it's a little treat. I rarely have mac and cheese ever, and I don't really have cheese in my diet a lot anymore. I'm a lot more plant-based now, but every now and then I like to treat myself, so got some of that. My tummy might not thank me for it later, but very delicious. We also got some skewers with strawberries and marshmallow and chocolate. I got mulled wine. I got, oh, roasted chestnuts. I love roasted chestnuts at Christmas. They were really good as well. And yeah, managed to dart out at the end, hop straight on a tube, get straight back, avoid most of the crowds, and now I'm in, I think it's like 11 o'clock or something now. But yeah, we've seen everything today. It's been so hectic. I am going to head to bed now because I've been rambling on for 3 minutes and I'm still wide awake, and I need to try and make myself sleepy so I can go to bed, catch up on my sleep and feel energized for tomorrow again, because this whole weekend is just 100 miles an hour and I need to slow down and enjoy the last day that I have with my parents tomorrow. So I'll see you all in the morning. Good morning everybody. It is Sunday, which means it's the last day that my parents are here to spend the day with me. They are actually here tomorrow, but I am obviously at work because it's Monday and I'm off out and about on my travels for work, so not actually working from home. Won't be able to see them to even nip out for lunch, but we're still going to make the most of the day. It was meant to be chucking it down today and we have glorious sunshine, so I'm in really good spirits. I'm all wrapped up because even though we do have sunshine, I think it's going to be a little bit nippy outside. We'll see. I mean, if I turn around, you wouldn't be able to tell because it looks glorious. But I think today's going to be a much slower one because we are all absolutely exhausted. I think we did about 30,000 steps yesterday, which is just insane. So we're all really achy, like my poor parents, bless them, traipsed the length and breadth of London the other day for me. So lots of love to them. But I think we're just going to head down to Borough Market today. We really want to get some humble crumble. I don't know if you guys know what humble crumble is. If not, go check them out on Instagram. But we saw them yesterday at Old Spitalfields Market and really wanted some, but the queue was super long, so we were not prepared to wait in that. So we're hoping we'll get some today at Borough Market if they're there. They do the most amazing looking crumble ever, and I'm not even normally a crumble fan, but it's like you pick your fruit, you pick your type of crumble, and then you can pick a topping like toasted marshmallow, frozen yogurt, or like custard or whatever, creme brulee, and they just look delightful. And they do these really cute Christmas editions. So for autumn and Halloween they did crumble in a pumpkin, which looked insane. And at Christmas they do like a little marshmallow snow scene with green piped trees and like rose petals and almonds and hazelnuts or something scattered on it. So really want to check that out, but a much slower day today because we are all feeling very, very tired after Winter Wonderland last night. I am finally back home now, and my goodness, it's really starting to cut in cold. Like, you can tell it's winter. It was lovely when we were in the sun, but you know when the air, there's like a bit of a chill. Yeah, definitely cutting in cold and feeling a bit frosty, but I enjoyed it. It was very, very fresh winter sort of day. Gosh, we've been everywhere. We went to a borough market, we walked along South Bank, we saw the Christmas markets, which were lovely, and then headed back along, walked past Shakespeare's Globe, St Paul's Cathedral. We did it all. We've been everywhere in London this weekend. I swear, we've just ran all over the place, but it was a lot more chill today, which is exactly what we needed. And then to finish the day, we headed to Chinatown and got a Chinese together, and I've just said goodbye to my parents, and unfortunately I'll not be seeing them in the morning because I'm off to work, so that marks the end of this lovely weekend with my family. But you know, all is not lost because I will be going home in 4 weeks time anyway for Christmas, so this was just a nice little pit stop where we could check in, see how we're all doing, and that'll be enough, I think, to tide me over until I can go home. And it's just been so wonderful and magical and fun, and I've really enjoyed being a tour guide for my parents in London, which I never thought I'd hear myself saying, because you know, not so long ago, yeah, a year and a half ago, I was a tourist, and now I am the resident. So yeah, really good to be showing them around and spending some quality time with them. And I'm really glad I got to take you guys along with me. Let me know in the comments below if you're heading into London, if you're going to go to Wonderland, or doing anything festive lately. Are you going to see Christmas markets where you live? I would love to hear all about it. And thanks for watching, everybody. See you later. Bye.